Hey there, dog lovers! Today we're diving into a mystery that's kept many of us up at night, literally. Why does your furry friend suddenly turn into a canine opera singer when the sun goes down? If you've ever been jolted awake by your dog's midnight serenade, you're not alone. Let's unpack this howling habit and figure out what's really going on in that adorable head of theirs. First things first, let's talk about what howling actually is. It's not just your dog being a drama queen, although sometimes it might feel that way. Howling is deeply ingrained in your dog's DNA, a throwback to their wolf ancestors. In the wild, wolves use howling as a long-distance communication tool. It's like their version of a group text, but way cooler and definitely louder. Now you might be thinking, okay, but my Chihuahua isn't exactly a wolf? And you're right. But that instinct to howl is still there, buried under layers of domestication and an unhealthy obsession with squeaky toys. Your dog might howl to announce their presence, to get attention, or simply because they're responding to sounds that we can't even hear. But why at night? Well, there are a few reasons for this nocturnal noise-making. First off, nighttime is when the world gets quiet, and suddenly, your dog can hear all sorts of things that were masked by daytime hustle and bustle. That distant siren? Time to join in? The neighbor's TV? Clearly an invitation to sing along. Another reason could be separation anxiety. If you're asleep, you're not giving your pup attention, and some dogs find this absolutely unacceptable. It's like they're saying, "Hey, remember me? Your best friend? The one who needs belly rubs 24/7? Howling might be their way of checking if you're still around or trying to get you to wake up and play. Sometimes the howling could be a sign of discomfort or even medical issues. As dogs age, they can develop cognitive dysfunction, kind of like doggy Alzheimer's. This can lead to confusion and vocalization at odd hours. If your older dog has suddenly taken up howling as a hobby, it might be worth a trip to the vet to rule out any health concerns. Now let's talk about breeds. Some dogs are just more vocal than others. Huskies, Beagles, and Alaskan Malamutes are notorious for their vocal abilities. If you've got one of these chatty breeds, you might want to invest in some earplugs, or maybe soundproof your bedroom. But what if your usually quiet pup has suddenly turned into a nighttime noise machine? Changes in routine or environment can trigger howling. Maybe you've moved to a new house and your dog is trying to figure out the new sounds. Or perhaps there's a new pet in the neighborhood and your dog is trying to establish their territory. So, what can you do about it? First, don't yell at your dog or punish them for howling. Remember, it's a natural behavior for them. Instead, try to figure out what's triggering the howling. Is it a specific sound? A certain time of night? Once you identify the trigger, you can work on addressing it. If it's attention-seeking behavior, the key is to not reinforce it. I know it's tempting to go comfort your dog when they're howling, but that's exactly what they want. Instead, wait for a moment of quiet and then reward that. It's like teaching a toddler that screaming doesn't get them candy. It takes patience, but it works. For dogs that howl out of anxiety or boredom, increasing their daytime exercise and mental stimulation can help. A tired dog is a quiet dog after all. Try puzzle toys, longer walks, or even doggy daycare to keep them engaged during the day. If the howling is triggered by outside noises, white noise machines or soft music can help mask those sounds. You might even discover that your dog has a preference for classical over jazz. Who knew? For persistent howlers, training can be a game changer. Teaching the quiet command takes time, but it's worth it. Start by teaching them to speak on command, then introduce the quiet command. Reward them lavishly when they stop vocalizing. Soon you'll have a dog who knows when it's time to use their indoor voice. Remember, consistency is key in any training. If one family member always gives in to the howling, your efforts will be undermined faster than you can say, "Good boy." If you've tried everything and your dog is still serenading the moon every night, it might be time to consult a professional. A veterinary behaviorist can help identify any underlying issues and create a tailored plan to address the howling. Now, let's take a moment to appreciate the beauty of a dog's howl. It's a primal sound that connects our domesticated pups to their wild ancestors. When your dog howls, they're participating in a tradition that's as old as the canine-human relationship itself. It's kind of poetic when you think about it. just maybe not at 3 a.m. when you have an early meeting. In the end, understanding why your dog howls at night is the first step in addressing the behavior, whether it's instinct, anxiety, or just their way of saying "I love you" at the most inconvenient times. Your dog's nighttime vocals are just another quirk that makes them uniquely them. So the next time you're lying awake listening to your furry friend's midnight concert, try to appreciate it for what it is, a reminder of the wild spirit that lives in every dog, no matter how small or domesticated. And hey, if you can't beat them, join them. Who knows, maybe you'll discover a hidden talent for duets. Remember, every dog is different, and what works for one might not work for another. The key is patience, understanding, and a whole lot of love. After all, that's what being a dog parent is all about, even when it means sacrificing a few hours of sleep. So here's to the howlers, the singers, and the nighttime noisemakers. May your howls be few, your sleeps be long, and your treats be plentiful. And to all the dog owners out there losing sleep, hang in there. One day you'll miss those midnight serenades. Well, maybe not, but you'll definitely miss your furry alarm clock when they're not around. Until next time, keep those tails wagging and those howls, well, maybe just a little quieter. Sweet dreams, dog lovers.